Let's talk vinyl.
Indie rocker Mike Fox is cracking open his record collection, one album at a time. If you're listening on a regular podcast app, you'll get the vinyl talk, but if you want the full experience, music and all, smash that link in the show description and tune in on Mixcloud. Here's your host, Mike Fox.
Greetings, vinyl addicts and lovers of high-resolution sound. It's time for us to gather around and talk about the most authentic form of music consumption in the world. Let's talk vinyl. I'm your host, Mike Fox. Are you ready to rock, or are you ready for a night at the opera, or both? Because today I'm going to talk with you about Queen's A Night at the Opera. It's one of those rock albums that's just screaming iconic and ambitious. Those are understatements. This record dropped on November 21st, 1975. It was their fourth studio album and the one that really shot them to global fame. Such a fiery opener, Death on Two Legs. It was actually aimed at Queen's former manager. It was packed with both rage as well as sarcasm. The song's lyrics really hit hard with vivid, raw imagery, painting the subject as someone as you can't stand, both physically and morally. That's why it's called Death on Two Legs. It's like saying this person or people should face a metaphorical death for their treachery. Now, this album, A Night at the Opera, is a wild mix of progressive rock, hard rock, opera, vaudeville, and ballads. It's all over the place, but somehow it still holds together perfectly. Now, back in the day, it was one of the priciest albums to record because of its intricate production and the use of multiple studios. It was produced by Roy Thomas Baker and Queen. It highlights the band's musical versatility, as well as their love for layered vocals, and the standout track, Bohemian Rhapsody. This 6-minute masterpiece, penned by Freddie Mercury, is the heart of the album. It doesn't have a chorus, and it jumps between ballad, opera, and hard rock, a structure that defies the norm and became a massive hit worldwide. Plus, it came with one of the first real music videos, often credited with kickstarting the MTV era before MTV even hit the scene. And that's the next song that I'm going to drop the needle on, at track 11 on side 2. Mike Myers and Dana Carvey had brought this song back to life. And of all the Queen songs that you would have heard on the radio before Wayne's World had hit the big screen, Bohemian Rhapsody was not one of them. No, it was not. But it's because of that movie that we still hear that song today. I really believe that. And also, besides that movie, another movie that bears the title of that song, the Queen biopic from just a couple years ago, and interestingly enough, the actor who played Wayne in Wayne's World, Mike Myers, plays a fictional character representing Queen's manager. Now, I had no idea when I was watching this back in 2018 that Mike Myers was playing the role of that character. But it made perfect sense, as Myers has aged since Wayne's World, and the actor is very talented, that he was a perfect actor to play such an important role in that movie. Now, if you watch this scene, he's completely rejecting Bohemian Rhapsody, but he's showing a love of the track that's on side 1, track number 3, I'm in Love with My Car, expressing his approval of that song, saying it's more of a traditional rock song that people would crank up on their radios, but does not understand this bohemian crap. EMI, Queen's record label, was initially hesitant to release this song as a single. Executives doubted whether such an experimental piece would resonate with the public or secure significant radio airplay, fearing it might be too out there for mainstream audiences. Risk of commercial failure, the unconventional nature of the song presented such a financial risk. If Bohemian Rhapsody failed to chart well or get enough radio airplay, it could have negatively impacted the band's career and the label's investment. Well, you know and I know that the rest is history. Once released, Bohemian Rhapsody topped the charts in multiple countries and remains one of the best-selling singles of all time. Its success helped redefine the possibilities within rock music and pop culture. Moving on, the last song I will play from this record, A Night at the Opera, is You're My Best Friend. You're My Best Friend, such a sweet pop love song by bassist John Deacon. Deacon wrote You're My Best Friend as an ode to his wife, Veronica. Other highlights of this record include Love of My Life, a very tender ballad that Mercury had written for his longtime partner, Mary Austin. The Prophet Song, that is an 8-minute epic with a lot of biblical imagery and a haunting a cappella section. 39, more of a surprising folk-style sci-fi song by Brian May exploring time dilation and space travel. Cultural impact, okay, well, the album's title nods to the Marx Brothers film of the same exact title. A Day at the Races was their follow-up album in the next year. Another Marx Brothers nod. Now, this really solidified Queen's theatrical and genre-blending style, inspiring countless artists over the years to really push the envelope. It often has been hailed as one of the greatest albums ever and remains a fan favorite. A Night at the Opera was only the beginning of amazing things that would come for Queen. They already had found their iconic sound, but this album shows the band as a whole, not only expressing themselves, but taking necessary chances. And more chances would be taken, especially in the following decade, all the way up to their final record, Innuendo, in 1991. I look forward to our next deep dive. Until then, folks, let's preserve the connoisseurship of music together. Let's keep this dialogue going. Let's talk vinyl together. And until then, I'll catch you on the B-side.